5 is the version that you have to use. Right now, according to php.org, it's version 5.38. So yes, PHP 6 is out in early versions, but it's not something I would be using now because I would imagine 99% of the servers out there are supporting PHP 5, meaning they'll run PHP 5. PHP 6 is still not an official release as far as I know. So I wouldn't be looking at that. With regards to the differences between PHP 4 and PHP 5, it comes down to just a few things. It comes down to object-oriented PHP. PHP 5 makes object-oriented PHP real object-oriented code, as opposed to PHP 4, which was kind of a hobbled version. XML processing was changed in PHP 5 and improved. And you have a new MySQL extension, MySQLi. If you learn the MySQL extension, the traditional one, the difference between that and I is really minimal, especially if you're learning, doing the basic stuff. If you were to go from learning MySQL, the classic extensions in PHP, and then go to I, you're not going to have any difficulty with that. It's just better implemented in PHP 5, and there's some extra doodads. I'm not going to get into it. If you're already knowledgeable about PHP and you understand the basics and so on, you want to sort of learn the differences and get into some details, a good book I would recommend is an O'Reilly book, and although it's a little dated, it's a few years old, it's upgraded to PHP 5. It contrasts the differences between PHP 4 and 5, and you see what's going on there. So that's a great book. It was published in 2004, so I'm sure they have an updated version. But again, if you're new to PHP, you don't want to, and you don't have any programming experience, you probably don't want to go with an O'Reilly book. You can go to killerphp.com. We have all kinds of videos there, lots of free stuff, basic articles. You can get going that way. Once you have some pretty good knowledge, I don't want to push my stuff too much. I don't like hard selling my own services and products, but we have quite an extensive library of training videos on PHP and so on. We get pretty advanced as well. But good publishers for people who already have knowledge in PHP is O'Reilly, and